Moses is essentially deliverance consciousness. Moses is the awakening that says, I do not belong to Pharaoh. Moses is the part of you that realized I may have been shaped by trauma, but trauma did not create me. But Joshua is different. Joshua is a little different. Joshua in Hebrew, again, it means Yehoshua, meaning Yahweh saves or the Lord is salvation. Joshua points forward to Yeshua, Jesus. So Joshua is not just a military leader. Joshua is also a shadow of embodied salvation. He represents the will that has been trained enough to obey. Okay? The will that does not just hear God, but moves when God speaks. The will that does not circle the same mountain forever. The will that says, I heard the instruction. Now I have to cross. And if you're new here, my name is Nibiru Bomani. I'm an 8-time published author, prophetic seer, psychic medium, spiritual life coach, and I teach trauma hacking through scripture, Gnostic wisdom, psychology, quantum principles, and the human vessel. Because I don't believe that these are just stories, because they're not. What they are maps, maps of the soul, maps of consciousness, maps of the nervous system. That's exactly right. These are maps of how God restores the human vessel back to divine order. Jesus left us the blueprint. It lives within us. We just have to activate it. And Joshua 1-3 is one of those maps. Because in Hebrews, we are shown that Christ is over God's house. And we are the house. That means the body is not random flesh. And consciousness is a room. And the heart is an altar. The nervous system is land. And the will is essentially the gate. The mouth is a portal, and our choices are a footstep, and Christ is the keeper of that house. So when we arrive at Joshua, the question is no longer who brought me out. The question becomes who governs me now that I'm out. Come on, first day out, who governing me? Because many people leave Egypt. Remember, it's a consciousness. You understand me? But they do not let Christ govern the house. They leave the old system physically, but internally, the wound is still ruling the house. Fear is still ruling. Rejection is still ruling. Appetite is still ruling. Control, especially, is still ruling. Shame is still ruling. The false identity is still ruling. This is why Joshua 1 matters. God says to Joshua, Moses, my servant, is dead. Now therefore arise. That is not just a leadership